We welcome you to downtown Houston. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard, Jay Williams. And Jay, from the land of the space program, this one's ready for takeoff.
And Ed, you have to give a lot of credit to Daryl Morey. He's done a great job in reviving this franchise. There's no doubt about it. They're on their way up.
You have to love the analytics of basketball. No team in the NBA has been better than the Rockets. Let's get ready for this one. Jay, these two rosters as good as any assembled in the NBA over the last decade plus, and you can imagine the pace is going to be so critical in this one tonight.
Both teams lead the league in points per game. It will come down to which team can execute towards the end in the half court. But Ed, Kevin Wayne Durant is the difference maker, and let me tell you why. So many people have been talking about this is a different type of Kevin Durant. He's not the nice guy anymore. I like the fact that Kevin Durant has become somewhat defiant against authority. I like the fact that him and Draymond Green are two of the top 10 players in the league as far as technical fouls drawn. I like that nastiness. That could be the difference between this team winning the Western Conference Finals and winning the whole thing.
To Green. Durant. His first effort off the mark. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Houston takes over. Harden takes aim at Steph Curry. To Paul from long range. Cleans it up. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Thompson to Curry. Fires the three, and Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there. He has an uncanny approach to the game.
And did you see that? His eyes are his deadliest weapon. When he steps over half court,
rising above the rim, a Carmelo Anthony special.
Ooh, is today Throwback Thursday? A little flash of the old Melo right there.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Count it, and the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw. Carmelo Anthony at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 81% free throw shooter. Unable to connect on the free throw. Curry with the basketball. Down by one. Harden with the basketball. He'll run the offense. Anthony defended by Kevin Durant. And he knocks it down at the line. Harden sets him up, flushes down the slam. Jay, no question. There's an unspoken bond there.
Just on the same wavelength. And how about this? Sometimes a bad pass is a great pass when you have somebody as athletic as that can catch that anywhere and slam it down.
To Curry. Lets it fly from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. Harden in possession. Leads four. Lobs it up. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass.
Harden and Capella run the two-man game as well as anybody. If you collapse on Harden, a lot of times Capella can roll, knock down that mid-range, but it does help when you surround these two guys with great shooters on the perimeter.
Now Paul with the basketball. Up six. Harden to Anthony. Harden. Shot off the mark. Good defense to Thompson. Nothing going here on that drive. Curry. Thompson. won't go down. DeMarcus Cousins, 3 for 3. That's a perfect start. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block, can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Golden State at the controls. Steph Curry matched up with Paul. To Cousins. Clint Capella pins it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Draymond Green, huge block. That's going to get out of bounds. Last touch by Green. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Stepping in for Houston, number 10, Eric Gordon.
Chance for Paul. Won't go.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket, you're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Paul to P.J. Tucker. Paul, deep right corner. Down to 5 on the 24. Klay Thompson with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Livingston across the timeline. They can go 2 for 1 if they hurry. Paul into the front court. 2-point advantage. The drive right to the basket. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's 2 for 5. Not great, but trending.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Turns and slams it down. Iguodala here against P.J. Tucker. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. We played 1 quarter here on President's Day. Jay and I are back after this. It's a special presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Well, first off, I'm going to take my analytical hat off and then put my fan hat on. This has been a blasé first quarter. Not good, not bad, right in between. Let's see how both teams come out and try to adjust themselves in the second half.
Thompson, that's off the side of the rim, short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Off the assist.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
To Cousins. DeMarcus Cousins. He's now 4 for 6.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Paul. Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Missed it. To Green. Now a steal as the Rockets have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
Brandon Knight against the former Cougar. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Down the lane, but the shot won't fall. Livingston to bring it up. Now down 6. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Beyond the arc for three. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough two than a wide open three.
Thompson. Oh, good offense beating good defense.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Here comes the screen. Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office. Buy one or more tickets before the end of today's game, and you'll receive an exclusive discount.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions, Houston.
Count it.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Houston with the basketball. To Anthony. And Durant there to claim the rebound. Curry into the front court. Trailing by 4. It's it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Oh, that was a big-time shot. But more impressive than the shot, the bench reactions. I love the celebration tactics. This is why you love this game.
Klay Thompson with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. Count it at the line. Here's Paul. Brings it up the floor to Capella. Harden. Paul matched up with the two-time MVP. Ooh, Chris Paul. He's 3 for 7.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guarantee it.
Steph Curry matched up with Paul. Thompson. Can't connect. It's no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Paul. To Harden. Here comes the screen. Harden in a matchup with Boogie. Here's a chance from long range. Thompson to Durant. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Kevin Durant trying to cash in on a 3-point play. Career 88% from the line. Durant finishes off the 3-point play, and the Warriors add to their lead. With the rock, it's Chris Paul. To P.J. Tucker. Shot from in close, no good. To Durant. Nothing going here on that drive. Durant. Thompson. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
On the basket, but a shot won't go. Thompson to bring it into the front court. Up by 6. To Curry. Thompson. Durant. Kevin Durant. That's 3 now on 4 shots. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Got it.
When the ball is in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Durant. 4-3. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Here's Curry with it up top. His guys should be able to get the final shot. And scores.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
The assist from number 7, Carmelo Anthony.
That misses with a second to go. Time expires to end the first half. The Warriors with the lead.
Thanks, guys. Let's take a look at what went down so far in this one. The Warriors will start the second half with a decent lead. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. These are the guys getting buckets for the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. They've got to break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Rebounds.
The Golden State Warriors are ahead at the half, and a big reason has been their excellent rebounding. When you control the boards, you can control the game.
Player of the half.
Klay Thompson most definitely deserves to be player of the half for the way he distributed the ball. It was an excellent display of court vision and solid passing. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Here's Paul, controlling the offense.
Hey, watch the screen lift.
Surveys the floor. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Steph Curry, guarded by CP3. Steph Curry. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dell Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
Green. Draymond Green. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
To Anthony. Fires the three. That no good. Off the mark. To Curry. For three. Another chance. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Durant to Curry. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Now that's a contest.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
To Green. Curry shakes free and hits.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
It's James Harden once again. To Anthony. Probing the defense. Harden against Klay Thompson. To Paul from long range. And Chris Paul, quick catch and shoot there. 4-3. There's a sixth sense there that you just can't teach.
If you're a player on the same team with CP3, you should be taking that point guard out to dinner every single night. There's something to be said about a guard that makes the game way easier for you to be even more of an efficient offensive player.
Anthony. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry. It stays with Houston. Mike D'Antoni changing up his lineup. Two-point shot for James Harden. Almost, but no good. Thompson to Durant. Curry. Buries it.
Not everybody possesses this power, but wow, what court awareness.
Harden has it up the floor. And Jay, they call the foul.
His timing was a tad bit off.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
James Harden, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Harden in possession. His guys down by 9. James Harden, not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
It just seems like one of three things happen every time James Harden has the ball. Either he scores, he gets fouled, or he kicks it out to someone for a three. Pick your poison.
And Kevin Durant, all in one motion, hits it off the catch and shoot.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And the defense keeps sticking to those flare screens. Just don't flare out to the three-point line. Flare to the rim for a lob.
To Green. Goes to the right side. Thompson. He was all over him.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Thompson. Fires the three. Good luck making excuses. Klay Thompson wide open. He's not going to miss that one.
I know there are refs on the court all the time, but it doesn't mean they can see every play. Maybe defensively, grab his jersey, step on his toe, do something to kind of change up his pace.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Paul takes aim at Livingston. To Harden. Draymond Green rejects it.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Yes, Carmelo Anthony. 3 for 6 now.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Hey, switch, I got him.
He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
3 quarters complete. The Warriors enjoying some breathing room right now. The Warriors won the opening tip, so they have it to start the fourth quarter. They had the lead coming out of halftime. They were able to extend that lead in the third quarter.
A lot of fans and players get consumed with the big plays, but the coaches love seeing their teams continuing to do the little things. That's how you increase the lead.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
Wide open shot. Nice to see him expand his arsenal.
Everybody in the building, including myself, thought that pass was going somewhere else. Fool me once? Okay, but you're definitely not fooling me twice.
Curry buries it on the catch and shoot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Gordon matched up with Iguodala. To Anthony. Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Thompson.
I don't know why he rushed that shot. He was wide open. Take your time.
It's Rockets ball. Gets it in the left corner. Harden. And the Warriors have the rebound.
I got him.
Green to Curry. Lets it fly from long range. And Stephen Curry. We say it time and time again. Not much the defense could have done there.
Everything looks great when you shoot the ball like this. And yes, Ed, this team does have some issues, but they are all masked and camouflaged with this shooting display we're watching.
Driving right to the basket. In a flash, scores at the rim.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. To Curry. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Steph Curry picked up by Paul. To Green. That's out. Last touch by Draymond Green. Harden against Klay Thompson. To Anthony. Paul to Anthony. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
James Harden at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play, and the lead down to 11. Steph Curry against Chris Paul. Bell to Thompson. Going to launch beyond the arc. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Now it's Harden at the controls. Jordan Bell tips it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Thompson, message received. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Paul, guarded by Klay Thompson. Here comes the screen. It's Paul for two. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Curry to bring it up. The lead is 11. Beyond the arc for three. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his sixth three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Some players are so cerebral. I'm not even paying attention to the dunk as much as I'm paying attention to the player pointing and communicating to everybody his team needs to guard on the next play down the court.
Capella to Paul. Nothing going here on that drive. He throws it down. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game.
Tickets for the next home game are still available at the box office.
New blood coming in for both sides.
Number 9,
Curry. Another chance. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To Cousins. Durant. Off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole. That reach was just about a second off. He got his hand in there a little bit quicker. That would have been a steal.
Just enough imbalance. And hits the first free throw.
Shot, boy.
Second and 3 is good.
Good shot, good shot.
It's all 3 free throws.
Good shot.
Rockets have the ball.
That's me. Got ball.
Paul to Harden. Oh, he had him there for a second. Driving is Harden, but he can't get it to go down. Curry. Smothering D. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Warriors came away with the victory in this one. And these are the kind of highlights I love to see. Check out the defensive effort that turns so many shots into really embarrassing moments. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Rockets didn't lose big, but it wasn't exactly close either. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Houston Rockets.
Game track. Assists.
The Golden State Warriors played fantastic team basketball today. Ball movement is clearly what separated these two squads.
Player of the game.
Klay Thompson gets rewarded for the way he provided his teammates with plenty of easy baskets. His assist total is certainly indicative of his clever playmaking.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in this game. We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.